Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? So I got a little something come in from Steiner here that I ordered. Something that I've already replaced on the tractor, but I just wasn't happy with the part I got. And it wasn't something I got from Steiner, it's something I got from the TSC or PV Mart, whatever you want to call it out here now. Oh, and there's stupid, they're not stupid actually, the staples. They're actually a good idea. But I gotta grab something to rip those out. Something I put on the 800 here that I just wasn't happy with it. It's like pulling teeth, almost. A little less screaming. So, this, oh man, there's gonna be more of those rotten cow tails in here. Ugh. Made in Taiwan. Oh, I don't like the looks of that. Wow, 3 cow tails. No wonder shipping was so high. Oh man, I'm gonna give those to Dylan. He'll love them. Anyways, so another box. This is something we put on the tractor there a while ago, and I don't know. Like I say, I just wasn't happy with it, and I'm sure it's fine. But what the heck is that for? It's a little aluminum ring or something. Huh. So this is hopefully the proper temp gauge for the tractor. Rather than the numbers, it's just got the, you know, like one of these, right? I still have, no, that's the oil pressure one. I guess I threw the other one out because it was junk. But yeah, the one I put on, I just wasn't happy with it. So I got an original one for it, and it should hopefully come up and read into the green kind of thing. Where the other one, it never even left the stick. So I didn't really like that part of it too much. So we got to go get the other one out and install that guy. All right, so that's it there. A couple of wires and things in the way, but that's okay. I got to get some of this stuff clipped off of here. Don't clip through anything. Especially the oil pressure line. That would be bad. Had it all nice and good, but I just wasn't happy with this, with that, whatchamacallit there, so. That Dewey, I didn't like it. Really need to get a new battery box for this. I should have ordered one. They're not that expensive, but another thing, right? Okay, so that should be all good there. And what did I do there now? I can't remember. Oh, I ran it through another one there. Let go. Okay, that should be good. Darn it, now that just went down there. Okay, now we should be good. It should all come out. And that's the red wire here is for the lights. Yes, it does have lights and they do work. And that's the coil wire, the oil pressure line, and that Dewey. Now I gotta remember what the heck size this thing was. It's definitely not that one. I'm presuming it would be an SAE 5/8 it looks like. Gosh, I don't remember how I got this in here now. Pull that guy out. I still have my ignition kit for this. Now I drained the stuff all out. Hopefully we should be all drained out. Didn't have any leaks there, which is a good thing. She had a bit of a workout there when we were disking with it. Wow. That pipe dope works good. I like that stuff. I'm going to put stuff on the new one too. Okay, there's the Dewey up. Okay, now while we're here, I just want to grab the new one here and make sure. Oh, it's on this end, okay. Ooh. Yeah, that looks good. Whew, I thought it was a different size, but okay. That's good. Now we got to work up here under the dash and get the little nuts off way up under here to get the gauge out. Okay, that's going to be a little tricky for you to see. I'm going to have to pull my coat off, I think. It's too restrictive. So it'd be nice to get the pressure washer going too and give this thing a little bit of a bath. There's a bunch of oil and stuff here and there I want to work on. Oh, it's starting to rain. Glad it's dry in here. Okay, so under here, let's get these little guys loose. That's good. Try not to drop this stuff. I can probably use this gauge for something now. Well, honestly, I don't know what else I'll be able to use it for now. Because it's kind of meant for these threads in this block. And this was a bloody expensive little gauge too, you know, like, I don't know, the TSC is, everything's getting so dear out there. Sound like some old guy now, don't I? Well, that one can come out now, hopefully. Maybe. Plus this one was like 3.5 feet. A little bit too killer long. And it never really come off the 130 there, so on the stick there, so I was never really happy with that. That didn't seem, I mean, it's probably not going to get much warmer than that anyways, but all right, and this one, hopefully it works. I'm not going to pre-test it. Should probably, but hopefully it works. You know, it's not that big of a job to get out. It'd be a lot worse with the hood on, because all this gets covered here, right? And you'd have to kind of go way up underneath everything, which would kind of suck. Let's get this guy stretched out. And threaded down. It's even a bit longer than it should be, I think. But should be pretty much perfect. Oh, it doesn't have to go that far. That sounds like hard rain. There we go. That sounds like hard rain. Holy jumping. Okay, what should we do next? I guess we'll get her mounted in the dash here. Okay, I don't know what you'll be able to see, but sorry if you can't see a whole lot. Get this guy started anyways, and yeah, that's not going to stay there, is it? Of course it wouldn't. Of course it wouldn't. They don't give you washers with these things, but I guess they don't really want them locking down too hard. Okay, try not to drop these things. And that and a nut. Really raining now. Woo. It's dry in here. Okay. Ugh. Let's see if I can hold all this here. Get a nut and a washer started. So this thing, it took like a long time to get here too. Normally they send stuff by UPS. And it's here within probably a week. This I ordered like quite a long time ago. And I'm like, holy jumping, you know, like I've been kind of waiting to do this little job here. Okay, get her snug. And I'm going to jump up here and just have a look at her and make sure it's somewhat centered. So lose my ratchet. Stay. That's pretty darn good. Pretty happy with that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, snuck her down. And these don't have to go like wicked tight. I guess that's probably why they don't give you long washers. Just don't want her moving around, right? That should be good. All right, that part's done. Sweet. Sweet. That's the tack cable. That should go. Okay, let's back these up here a wee bit. All right, straighten this guy out a little bit. I was going to fire it up today and get her nice and warm, but I don't think I'll do that today. Oh darn, I'm going to need some zip ties. Well, I'm short on a couple of strippy things, so I'll have to remember to grab a couple more to button this up a little more. Okay, so let's just see. This has to go around the line here. And let's come back over here. Those can get all wound in up there. They should actually probably go in a loom. I don't know if it really needs a loom. This is actually a little longer than it should be. I'm gonna have to wind her up a little bit up here maybe again. Anyways, maybe we'll get this thing mounted in here first. And what size? That's a 5/8 too. Nice. Just the 5/8 I was looking for. So I'm going to use some more pipe dope so I can get it open. It's doing its job on the threads. Got to get her kind of mixed up again. It kind of separates a little bit. This stuff's really gummy. I don't know what it is about it though. I love the smell of this stuff. I could like, you'd never get it off you, but I'd love to just jump in a big vat of it. You'd never get her off yourself again. You get it on your hands, it's like, oh man, it comes off, but I mean, whew. The hand's one thing, it's the whole body, it's like, oh boy. That would be a bad ting. That's probably good. All right. That should be all clear there. We'll get this guy in here first, I guess. A little bit better of a nut on this one too. Maybe because they knew they had a hard time getting them back out again and they've been in there for 40 years kind of thing. Like my stepdad's Jubilee there, it was, whew boy. And you had to cut it off and then get a socket on it because there's no way you're turning that thing off. Okay, I'd like to have seen it get a little bit tighter, but I guess that'd be alright. Kind of a tricky one to get into there without ripping everything out. Ripping other things out. So I don't want to hurt that oil line. That should be good. Okay. So these probably should have gone up under there, but the battery seems to go in and out fine, so that's not, I'm not too worried about that. That should be lots for there. Okay. Let's see here. We'll just go in around here maybe. That's just to kind of hold them up out of the way. And I'll get another one for there. And then I'm going to tie this guy up, I think, once under here. And oh, darn it. I didn't get that coil wire through there. Ah. Well. Maybe take it off the coil here and just feed her through. I wonder how the heck I missed that. Stupid me, eh? Stupid me. Well, let's take the coil wire off. That's what I'm working on here now, just so you know. Should be able to still fish that through there. That'll interfere with the battery for sure. I probably should get a new coil for it, even though it seems to be fine, but come on, baby. Okay. Darn it. Yeah, I should be able to get that through fine. Not a worry. Not a worry. I want to mess with someone, take the coil wire off. Why wouldn't it start? Oh, your coil wire's off here, bud. Need to put that back on. So yeah, once we get the hood back on here, we'll be able to hook up a wire to the lights. That one. That's good. Okay, let's go back. Work on this guy again. And I'm just going to bunch all those up right there, I think. Not super tight. Oh, they're buried in there. That's good, and that one's good. And I will grab some more zip ties at some point here and just tie those up a little nicer. Yeah, that should be all good there. That one's good there. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? All good. All good. All right. Well, there wasn't really much else I wanted to do with this today other than put the coolant back in her and put this gauge, I guess, back in this box. And if I ever need a gauge, I don't know if I'll be able to use it ever again, but it's there, I guess, if needed. Just, I don't know, I just didn't like that it wasn't actually reading anything there, you know. It just, I wasn't a fan of that. I dropped one of the damn nuts on the floor there. I'll have to find them, but not a big deal. All good. Okay, well, we'll put this stuff away here and we'll get the coolant back in it. All right, we'll put the coolant back in. Hopefully I got the valve shut off the right way. I can't remember which way it went now, but I'll find out pretty quick here. Stuff's pretty dirty already. You can see it leaking out yet, so that's good. It's not really bad, but you can't see through it now. So that's pretty dirty. Probably run it for maybe a bit this summer and then change it again. I was gonna flush it, but it's not that bad really yet. See what happens. It's not leaking out yet, that's good. But it's gonna have to fill up the engine again too. A little gurgle and fart bit here, I guess. A little bit of scale on the bottom there, but really, it's not that bad. Kind of surprised at that. Oh, I forgot that stupid overflow thing. I gotta do something with that too. Oh, I forgot. It's supposed to come out the side and then down, and then if it overfilled, or if you overfilled it, it would heat up and then out. It's actually, it's just above the cores there now, so there's actually a big area where I guess it expands into, but I have never checked it when it's really hot out, or when it's really hot, but and how that works, if you don't know how that works, it'll build up pressure inside of that whole system if it doesn't have a leak somewhere, and it pushes this cap open, that pressure. 7 pounds, doesn't take much to open that. What that does is it opens that and it lets it out that tubing down, so if I don't fix that or do something with it, it'll just kind of all down the front here. And you have to really get her good and hot for that, like really hot. And I did it actually last year with the 2-in, had a little bit too full when I was plowing with it, and it erupted everywhere. That's, I think before we had the new rad on it too, so now it's got a nice tube. I'm gonna grab a piece of my stuff like we use for the lines down here and see if it'll fit in there. Maybe that would work. I could make something like that work. I'll grab a chunk. Not too sure if this stuff's gonna fit, but oh yeah. She's a little bit too big, but let's see if I got some bigger stuff here. Well, I got some 5/16s here, but it might be too big. Well, it's not bad. It's not far off. That's actually pretty good. Honestly, that fit in there fairly decently tight. Well, that's interesting to me. I might be able to make a piece out of that. But I don't think we're gonna do that quite today. This is gonna take a bit of shaping, but that actually fit in this hole really good. Let's get you off the TP here and have a look. That actually fit in there pretty decent. I don't think it would take much to solder that on the outside here. A little torch guy, and get her a little warm and hopefully not melt her down and melt something else up. That or I think you'd have to do something with it. It's going to have to be fairly clean too. I'm just wondering if like a glue, like the 2-part mix-up stuff would be good for that maybe. Does that seem to fit in there fairly decent? Like it's not super tight, but I mean, yeah, it would have to be glued in with something. I think I could probably mix up some stuff. I think I got some stuff in the toolbox here. I had a little look for it. I didn't see anything. I'll have to figure out something. I might have to. Oh boy, that's all dirty in there too. It wouldn't stick too well to solder. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't think a silicone would be good enough. Just need something to bind it in there. Now that, yeah, I would have to go back a little bit. Oh, not that far. Be enough. It's gotta clear. Yeah, if I could even get that thing to flare out a little bit in there with something, you know, like I could push it there and maybe something to flare it out a little bit. I just don't want the stuff to leak past. That's the problem. It should really seal that in, I guess. That thing is pretty dirty though. Like I don't know if I could get it clean enough there to solder that, but it's darn good fit there though. That'd definitely be the right stuff. And it kind of looks like they soldered it to the tank here too with a blob of stuff. So I'll have to think about that. Well, that's definitely the stuff I'll use. And pull this one out of here and get this one out. And little clips in there holding it, I guess. Get that out and another one down there and then bend it and clip that in there. It's supposed to go right down through here, I guess, too. Kind of thing. And that should all clear the hood good. Yeah, because that door opens on the top and you'll be able to reach down and get that. That's right. Sweet. Okay, well, I guess that's it. We'll get working on that next time maybe. See if I can get that a little bit cleaner. Might have to get a wire brush in there to start, I guess, clean this around here and then get some flux, I guess, on it. That might help clean it a bit too when you warm it up. And I don't think it would take much to get that melted in there either. It should be in there. That would be it. But you definitely need that. So anyways, there we go. That's it. Just a little change there today for that gauge. Should show you what it looks like, I guess, now. Looks pretty good. That'll work, hopefully. And I'll actually come up and show temperature. I just feel better. So, and that's of course your light switches there. They all worked before, so hopefully they still do. And we're darn near there. We've done a lot of work to this old girl too, haven't we? It's been fun though. But yeah, we'll get her out and hopefully we can actually use it this year at something, a plow day or something, I don't know. I do want to look at the bearings in this though. one's fairly loose. It's not too good. I think it also needs a pin on the front too, which would be nice to get that done. I should have ordered it when I ordered that stupid gauge. I never even thought of it, but the swivel pin for the axle is really bad in this too. Like I could see it going up and down like this. Not good. Not too good. So I should get out a jack under it, I guess, there, and then we could actually see how bad it is, because it would definitely probably be pretty bad. So I don't believe it's going to fall out, but hopefully it hasn't worn into the axle. I can actually see it's leaning like forward a whole lot. So that can't be too good, I wouldn't think. Yeah, wow. Then I've got that, after the hood's on, I got that big grill thing too, but I don't know I'm going to put it on because unless I can find another spot to put my engines, I can move this back more. I still got to get my mower in here, and it just fits. It might not even fit with the hood on, I don't know. But that grill thing comes out, like way out here too, right? So I don't know if that's going to work too well. But anyways, there we go again. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later. Ooh, better hook this belly back up or she won't fire up. Why does it sound so funny? Gotta do them too. I got new plugs and wires and all that stuff. Gotta do that as well. So, yeah. Anyways, there we go. Thanks again. Catch you all later. You guys have a good day. Happy tractoring.